Welcome back to Mac Talks of Football in Matchday 23 in Bundesliga, and with just 12 games remaining in the league. The league title is still up for grabs. Just 8 points separating Bayern Munich and Bayer Leverkusen after their draw last weekend. They are both of them stand where they were at the beginning of last weekend. Then you go down and from a third, Frankfurt in third with 42 points up until Dortmund at 11 at 29 points. All of those teams are fighting it out to get into those European places, whether it's the Champions League, whether it's the Europa League or Conference League. All of them, it is so tight at the moment. It is so congested. Every weekend the table changes for those European places, so it is really tight. Then you go down at the bottom for those relegation places from 15th place, 14th place Saint Pauli up until 18th place Bochum. Just 8 points separating the five teams at the bottom of the table. So it's really tight there as well. But if to be very honest with you, I think it's starting to look like that it is going to be Bochum and then Hostenkiel and Heidenheim who are going to end up relegated. But it's football, still 12 games to go, so you don't really know what anything can happen in this game. So let's go ahead and make our prediction for this weekend. The first game, it is a Freiburg versus Werder Bremen. It is 5th versus 8th. Now Freiburg they are in a really good form. They have won their last 3 games in a row, and that has helped them to come up in the table as well, because a month ago they were going down, but they have resurrected, and they have started playing great football yet again. They're playing against a Bremen side. A month ago they were looking like they were getting close to finishing in those European places, and now they are they are having a decline. Just one win in their last 5 games. It's not looking good for Bremen, and it is the game is at Freiburg's home as well, and I think that is an added advantage as well. As I said before, a couple of bad games can really hurt your chances of qualifying for Europe, and unfortunately for Bremen, I think it is their bad run is going to continue. Freiburg at home, I think we are going to have a good game. We are going to have goals in this game, but I think Freiburg are going to nick it in the end. I'm going for a 3-2 win for Freiburg. Up next, it's a Dortmund versus Union Berlin. It is 11th versus 13th. Now, Dortmund are in a really poor situation at the moment. Just one win in their last 5 games. And Nico Kovac has come in, but his first 2 games as a Dortmund manager in Bundesliga have been defeated. So he really needs a win. They are playing against a Union Berlin side who themselves are not doing that good. Just 2 wins in their last 5 games. Both of them lost last weekend. So it is going to be quite an interesting game. And I think Kovac has to wait, a week more to get his first win. I don't think they are going to lose this time around, but I don't think they are going to win as well. I'm going for a 1-all draw between Borussia Dortmund and Union Berlin. Moving on, it is RB Leipzig versus Heidenheim. It is 4th versus 16th. Now, Leipzig are undefeated in their last 5 games, but the problem for Leipzig is there have been 4 draws in those 5 games, just 1 win in their last 5 games. But they are playing against a Heidenheim side who have lost their last 5 games. So I think this is a perfect opportunity for Leipzig to go ahead and get the win and try to get away from the teams below them who are trying to take their place in those Champions League places. I think it's going to be a win for Leipzig, and I think it's going to be quite an easy win for Leipzig as well. I'm going for a 4-0 win for RB Leipzig. And it's Mönchengladbach versus Augsburg. It is 8th versus 12th. Now, this is a game where both of these teams are in a really good form currently. Gladbach have won 3 of their last 5 games. One of them has been draw, playing against an Augsburg side who are undefeated in their last 5 games, but their last 3 games have been draw. So they really need a win here. Gladbach know it's a very important and crucial game for them because they want to get into those European places, and a win here that is going to really help them as well. I think it's going to be a very tight game here. I don't expect that many goals in this game, to be very honest with you. I think it is going to be quite a cagey affair as well, but I think somehow Gladbach, because of the home advantage, I think they are going to nick it in that. I'm going for a very cheeky 1-0 win for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Then it's Wolfsburg versus Bochum. It is a 9th versus a 17th. Now, both of them have just 1 win in their last 5 games, and so both of them really need a win here. Wolfsburg were looking really good a month ago, trying to climb the table. It looked like they are going to be very easy sitting in those European places, but they have had a decline in the last month or so, and that has really affected their chances to qualify for Europe. Playing against a Bochum side who, to be very honest, it looked like they are going to go down, to be very honest with you, but they would hope they they can do something just before going out, and I think it is going to be quite it's not going to be quite an easy game for Wolfsburg, because Bochum can really hurt you, but at the end, to be very honest with you, I think Wolfsburg are going to make it in that. I'm going for a very comfortable in the end. I think they are going to have a tough time, but still Wolfsburg are going to win it. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Wolfsburg. Then it's Mainz versus St. Pauli. It is 6th versus 14th. Now, Mainz are quite inconsistent, to be very honest with you. They are one of the most inconsistent sides in the league, to be very honest with you. And they are 6th at the moment. They are trying to stay in those European places. They want to play in Europe next season. They are playing against a game, playing the game against a St. Pauli side, who themselves are quite inconsistent. Their last 5 games, 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats, and a draw. But their last 2 games have been draws, and that is why they are in a way safe, in my opinion. They are on 21 points, quite they have a 7 point advantage with the teams below them, so they would sort of feel safe from them. But as I say, football can change quite quickly. I think it is a very, very important game for both of these teams. As I said, both of them are quite inconsistent, and St. Pauli away from home are a very dangerous side, and I think they can go ahead and hurt Mainz, and I think that is gonna happen. I think Mainz are gonna be in for a shock here, and I think St. Pauli are gonna get the shock win here. I'm going for a very hard fought 2-1 win for St. Pauli. Then it's Holstein Kiel versus Bayer Leverkusen. It is 18th versus a second. Holstein Kiel, they are winners in their last 5 games, 3 defeats and 2 draws, playing against a Leverkusen side who are undefeated in their last 5 games, but 3 draws and 2 wins has sort of increased the gap that they had against Bayern Munich at 8 points. It's a very, very important game for them. They are playing against the Holstein Kiel side, even though it's an away game, and Holstein Kiel are fighting for their lives at the moment. But I think Leverkusen should be able to go ahead and get the get the win here, and I think they are going to get the job done as well, and I think it is going to be quite comfortable as well. I'm going for a 3-1 win for a Bayer Leverkusen. Then it's quite a big game. It is Bayern Munich versus Frankfurt. It is first versus a third. Both of these teams are undefeated in their last 5 games. But Bayern Munich have won 4 of them. They drew last weekend against Leverkusen. Frankfurt, on the other hand, 3 draws and 2 wins for them. They have really missed Omar Marmoush since he has left. The games that they should have won, they have ended up drawing. So it is they really need somebody to really step up. Akiteki is doing a great job, but he's not on the level as Marmoush was. So they are really missing it. This could turn out to be a very interesting affair. The last time both of them played, it was a really good game of football. And I am expecting that sort of a game as well. I think this is one game where Bayern Munich can really drop the points, and with I think Leverkusen are going to win. So I think at the end of the weekend, the league could be the title race could be even tighter, because I think it is going to end up in a draw, and I think it is going to be quite an entertaining draw as well. I'm going for a 2-2 draw between Bayern Munich and Frankfurt. And the last game of the weekend is Hoffenheim versus Stuttgart. It is 15th versus 7th. Now, both of them are quite inconsistent at the moment. Both of them have just 2 wins in their last 5 games. Both of them won last weekend as well. So both of them would be looking to increase their winning streak this weekend as well. But I think it is going to be quite a close game, quite a tight game. But but not an entertaining game, to be very honest with you. I think it's going to be quite a boring and dull affair in this game. And I think we are going to end up in a draw. I'm going for a 0-0 draw between Hoffenheim and Stuttgart. And with that, my predictions for Matchday 23 in Bundesliga are complete. There are 3 or 4 quite interesting games at the middle of the table, at the top of the table, and especially at the bottom of the table, which can really shake up the table at the end of the weekend. So we'll see how many of my predictions come true at the end of the weekend. Let me know what you guys think of my predictions in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers as quickly as possible, so please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.